I'm going to do something I haven't done in a little while, and that's taking apart a couple junk consoles. So I have some of these Japanese consoles I still have kicking around. I was intending on saving a lot of them for various screen yellowing tests, but a lot of them I don't think I would gather enough useful data out of. So I mainly just sort of kept them in their unmolested state just to see if I could use any of them based on screen condition. And I think for the test I will eventually perform, I do have consoles already picked out, so I just need to find, or just need to see if any of these are even worth looking at in respect to screen yellowing, if any of them have sort of egregious yellowing. If they don't, if they just have sort of a minor yellowing, then I'll just go ahead and follow through with taking it apart and diagnosing it if needed. So I might be shuffling through a couple consoles here just to kind of see which ones are yellowed or not. We'll start with this one, which is dead. Top screen had vignetting. I'll have to get a good battery kicking around. I do have a good battery. Or maybe the top screen's not vignetting, but it definitely, that bottom screen's not looking good. Go through initialization. Ooh, maybe it was vignetting. I am curious what will happen if I do a image retention test on this real quick. So that will be sitting on this screen for about a minute or so. And if it is if the top screen is in the condition I think it is in, it should be rather obvious why I performed this test. So we'll see. What I could do in the meantime is see if I can test any of these other consoles. I don't have enough. Yes, I do. I do have enough good batteries kicking around. Holy moly! Look at that yellowing. My god. So yeah, this one I want to save for testing. I actually kind of want to put a note on it. I thought I kind of sifted out all of my really extremely yellowed consoles, but that does not seem to be the case. Just call it heavy yellow for now. I guess this will be a good time to actually categorize all of these consoles that I have in here, because I have two DSIs that are just, they came in as part of a lot that are not going to be part of any testing I do, so I can freely take these two little fellers apart. Actually never checked if they had any goodies in them. The black one has a stylus, no games. Darn. So I'm gonna quickly run out of space. I do need the battery from it, which I did take out. Okay. And we have a bronze one. Ooh. Looks like it still has battery cover on. I'm gonna guess the battery is flat, but oh, okay, so this one I had actually as part of my tests. This was part of the first screen yellowing test that I did. You can tell that these consoles have just been sitting open because there's a layer of dust. I actually don't know what I want to do with these, if I want to actually pull them apart. So this is going to be another one of those cases where I don't know what to do with them. I should just pull them apart. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that, with those tested consoles anymore. Okay, let's see what the screen yellowing, or if... Ooh, the upper display is not showing any signs of image retention. So what I'm looking for is if any of that DSI sound pattern was transferred over to the gray background of the settings menu. Why I think this is vignetting is just kind of how the screen is kind of coming back to life. It kind of blooms out when I do a soft reset. As of now, that's not really an indication of a problem, but I mean, I really have no reason to believe it's going bad. That sort of blooming may be an early sign of failing, but currently I really have no reason to believe it will be. Since I'm on the labeling train here, I'm gonna try and look for all of my consoles here that I haven't included as part of an experiment. Just kind of see where they're at. I don't know why I have a big red note there. Ooh. The ones that are unlabeled I'll keep. Ooh, that one's crunchy. Loose charge port. Now, these are not my labels. Come on, camera. You gonna do this for me? No, I guess not. There's a yellowed screen label here. So that must have been part of a different lot. Is this a American? Oh, it's Japanese. I don't know why that one's labeled. Yellow, both. It's a green Japanese console. Okay, yeah, I think I'll go ahead and pull apart my first experimental lot of consoles because I want to take them out of the testing pool. If these ones aren't part of the testing pool, I seem to be short a couple consoles from that original test, so I'm not really sure where they're at. I'll put these in my lap for now. Let's try this one. Oh my god. Alright, that one's really bad. I'm really surprised I still had some of these aggressively yellowed consoles left. I thought I sifted them out. But I want to keep them for experimental purposes. If there's any other experiments I want to try. Having these heavy yellowed consoles is going to produce the most dramatic results. Oh, I need that battery. Oh, I took it out. Working automatically over here. This one is a light yellow. Oh man. The phone I'm using as a camera is really struggling today. I should probably just e-waste this camera, actually. This is an older phone. It's not my old phone, it's an even older phone. But what I'm seeing, I guess you can almost kind of see it. It's yellowing on the corners. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not great. I might want to look up my old experiment to see if I documented I think I did put down what shell serial numbers were part of that experiment. I think right now I'm just sort of the opinion that they produced all of the information that they could give me. I don't want to try and accidentally squeeze more information out of them. I may have included that as part of my documentation, internal documentation. I didn't include it on the test results because I wouldn't have really any reason to disclose what the shell serial numbers were as part of the results, since that does not really matter. So test 1, all right. Console's tested serial number. Here we go. Oh, it was only 4 consoles. Oh, it was 5. So it was 2 white, 2 bronze, and a burgundy. I need to find which one that burgundy was. 600? Maybe it was that one that had the random sticky note on it. If it was the burgundy one that had the sticky note on it. It's actually not a part of this pile. If I'm looking for... Oh no, I was looking at the wrong number. It is 6827. So it's this one. This one was part of my experimental. Yep, and it had the sticky note. Perfect. Okay, well, I'll carry on. I'll do light yellow on this one. All right, yellowed screen, loose charge port. Color me a little curious. Where are my tweezers? Here they are. Not really. I'd say that charge port's pretty frickin' solid in there. Ooh. That is pretty bad. You can kind of see it here on the bottom. I would say like moderate yellow. I'll take off this sticky note so I don't get confused. Let me see if my other phone is charged up. I'll swap cameras hopefully before I actually start taking things apart. So moderate yellow. I'm not really worried about any light yellowed consoles. Ooh. You can't see it. There's a discoloring line right there. It doesn't look like a sticker. It's like somebody was like rubbing like this. It's kind of wild. Whoa! That is an extreme yellow. Holy. Heavy yellow. I'll definitely have enough consoles for a 3rd experiment. Wow. I would say that's moderate. Okay. Ooh, yeah, pretty good top screen. Oh? Why did it do that? Okay, there it goes. Weird. Call it moderate yellow. What I should do is pair the one that had a yellowed bottom screen with this one that has a yellow top screen. Yeah, autofocus should be on this camera. This poor phone probably just needs to be retired. So I'm going to change that over right now. You did okay, phone, but I think your time is up. There we go. This is the phone I usually use. I think this poor S9 has just had too much. Or its cameras just don't really interface with camo that well. Alright, so I got 2 left in my lap. Ooh, heavy yellow. I did say I was going to swap the bottom screens. I might do that. The heavy yellow. I'll look to see which ones those were again. This bronze one. That one's pretty uniform. Heavy. Moderate. Is it my bejeweled one? Okay, that one has a pretty heavy yellowed bottom screen, so this one should have the pretty heavy yellowed top screen, right? Yes. So I'm going to swap the bottom screens of these two. And then I have this last one. I'll probably take it out of the bejeweled one so I can get this poor bejeweled one cleaned. Whoa, that's a heavy. Okay. I don't think I need my label. Oh, I'll keep my labels out because I'll want to label the motherboards based on region, because there's really no other way to determine region from the outside at least. So let me confirm, double check one more time. This is very yellowed bottom screen. So I'm taking the bottom screen out of this guy and putting it into this one. And then I can junk the rest of this guy. Let me get around to doing that. Get some rubbing alcohol on the feet so they become a little easier to pop out.